If you're new here, subscribe. I demand it. I identify as your favorite YouTuber, and you will respect that or be canceled. We're going to start 2 new segments in the video today, the Snowflake of the Week and the Mailbox segment, where I will give you your voice by reading and responding to one of your comments. Let's do work. Big news today, ladies and gents. Wait, I keep forgetting. There are no women anymore. Oh, birthing people. Oh wait, no, it's Friday, and birthing people was Tuesday's term. Now that's offensive to non-birthing people. Not allowed to say that. Actually, are you allowed to say anything anymore? Speaking may offend deaf people. Sorry, I didn't mean to say deaf. What I meant to say was people whose hearing is 0%. If you are deaf, I'm sorry for offending you. Oh wait, they can't hear this. Maybe I should type it. Wait, that's offensive to blind people. I mean people whose vision is excellent, but it's just not the kind of vision that lets you see things. I'm gonna get shadow banned. Help me not get banned by hitting that like button, please. Guys, Merry Christmas. That's right, we are not afraid to say Merry Christmas on this channel, and we never will be.
If you're a patriot and you like this patriotic shirt that I've got on, I have curated a selection of these on my Amazon storefront, link below.
Only the truest of patriots shop my storefront. Fun story here on the top 10 car names for your Mustang. They better not be offensive. Black Beauty. Thunder, the Beast, may be offensive to animals. I mean non-humans. I mean life forms that identify as animals. Nailed it. See, I'm getting good at all this important woke stuff. This is a serious topic worthy of the breath that I'm expelling. Big Bertha. Well, since fat is beautiful now, I'm okay with this. Funny if you remember, Bertha was the name of my GT 350 BTW. Anyway, Sally, Aurora, Rocket, Ebony, Sterling. Who names their car Sterling? That may be offensive to metal that identifies as silver. And The Godfather. Hello, down with the patriarchy. Anyway, fun article on motorbiscuit.com if you want to check it out. After this video, please. In other news, carscoops.com says the 2024 Ford Mustang S650 works surprisingly well as a 4-door coupe. No, it doesn't. Just no. In this awesome video, a 2022 Mustang races a 2023 Nissan Z and a gap appears. Both cars are autos and the Nissan gets a proper spanking in each of the 3 races. I love a happy ending. You friggin' perverts. That's not what I meant! I love, I'm not even gonna bother anymore. I don't know why my viewers are such perverts. Next up, Ford may drop fog lights in future models, says CarsDirect.com. Earlier this October, Ford Authority spoke with Ford Mustang design manager Christopher Walter, who told the outlet that fog lights wouldn't be available on the 2024 Mustang because the sports car doesn't need them. At the time, Walter said that modern LED headlights are more than bright enough to make fog lights unnecessary on the Mustang. Well, we thought it might be something that's secluded just to the Mustang. It turns out that Ford could be expanding the logic to the automaker's other vehicles. No dropping the fog lights. We like fog lights. No, not because of the fog, because they look cool. Keep the fog lights and bring them back to the Mustang, please. Alright, starting off our new segment here, this week's Snowflake of the Week goes to all of the parents of these 20 children in the audience of this perverted drag queen show.
So-called all-ages drag shows are popping up all over the country.
Are you having a good time? What's your favorite part?
Nothing.
How old are you?
9.
You're 9? Hello, you're reaching for my Are you hungry? Say, Mommy. I've been working so hard, I've actually worked my butthole right off. Look at that. It's gone.
Right in front of children. What is the point of this? Firstly, why spend your time dressing up as a woman? I'm far from perfect, but in the tiny free time I have after my kids go to bed at night, I'm praying or working on these videos or thinking about motorcycles, Mustangs, and man stuff. I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but no matter how much you want it to be, it is not normal for a grown man, or any man actually, to put on makeup and wear a dress. Stop normalizing sexual deviancy. As a Christian, I am praying for these children and these men. They need it the most. Guys, usually we're going to keep this segment lighthearted, but this just needed to be said. Stop messing around with the kids. On to better news. Alright boys, what we've all been waiting for, the AC Cobra GT revives an iconic roadster with a 654 horsepower V8 manual transmission, baby. Sorry, I mean people who identify as babies. Like Democrats. See how far we can go with this? I just offended blind people again. The car we in the US know as the Shelby Cobra is coming back, and I'm happy to say it's going to be better than ever. And we're not talking about license-built continuation or kit cars here. We're talking about an improved successor model from the company that conceived the original Cobra, AC Cars. AC is an historic British car maker dating all the way back to 1901. Like DeLorean, it's not exactly the same company it was at its peak, having transferred ownership and rebooted a few times, but the lineage is more or less intact. Now it's returning to what made it successful by preparing a new Cobra that's more than a rehash of the old formula. It's more like a direct descendant. And boys, if this silhouette right here is already this beautiful, this car's gonna be more beautiful than a 250-pound fashion model. Bar set pretty low. Actually, the bar's laying on the ground because we're not afraid to say here at Rated R Cars that this is not beauty. And if you say it is, we know you're lying. Stop it. I'm not being mean here. I'm not the one showing off my body on a fashion magazine. Trust me, you wouldn't want to see that. Moving on, the Cobra GT, as it'll be called, will be a grand touring roadster with a body designed by Italy's Icona Design Group, the same firm behind that retro Microlino EV. It'll be manufactured by C-Comp, which builds the Alpine A110 for Renault. Suffice it to say, it'll be made to high standards, and will it ever perform to them too? This thing's gonna rip. Cobra GTs will be built using aluminum space frames specifically designed for them, not chassis modified from the 60s Cobra. It'll have a wheelbase 11.2 inches longer than the original, likely to stop from wheeling with all that power, increasing stability and interior space. The Cobra GT will still be light for a modern car, with AC promising a curb weight of less than 1,500 kilograms or 3,300 pounds, though that'll still make it markedly heavier than its sub 2,400 pound predecessor. Still, it'll haul ass, because this Cobra will again have a big V8 under its hood. The motor's displacement wasn't shared, but AC promised a power output of up to 654 horsepower and 575 pound-feet of torque. They'll be sent through the rear axle via a 6-speed manual, keeping the dream alive, or a 10-speed automatic. Pussycats. What? This is a family-friendly channel, enabling 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3.6 seconds. Just speculation on our part, but this sounds like it could be a tuned-up Ford Mustang GT drivetrain. It'll be fitting as the original Cobra also used Ford V8s. Because the Cobra GT will be a grand tourer, it'll be more livable than the classic Cobra. It'll feature air conditioning, electric windows, a removable hardtop, and sophisticated in-car entertainment, though that seems antithetical to the ethos to us. Price is TBA, though the Cobra GT sounds like it'll be well into the 6-figure territory. Still, that's cheaper than a real Shelby goes for these days, and it won't make people think you're driving a kit car to boot. One commenter said that's 900 pounds heavier and a half a second slower than the 65 427. Not impressed. Rated R Cars tends to agree with this commenter, but still thinks it'll be a kick-butt car. But another brought up a good point with his comment. Maybe the added weight is for items to help make them a little less twitchy and a bit more survivable for the occupants in the event of a crash. He adds, fun fact, many classic car insurers such as Haggerty will not insure classic Shelby Cobra cars, real or kit versions, unless the car owner provides proof of being a licensed race car driver or of having had special driver training in a Cobra. Interesting. And that brings me to our new mailbox segment tonight. This is for longtime subscriber Chris, who said, and I quote, "Full video fam, thank you brother for watching the full video, my friend, and thank you if you're still watching this video." Okay, continuing on. Trying to talk my wife into trading her Civic in on a new GT. She's having no part of it. I might just have to add one to my stable. It would look really nice next to my GT 350 in the garage. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Chris. You are correct. The new GT would look great next to that GT 350. Janice, I'm Brian from Rated R Cars. Nice to meet you. Let me make this easy for you. You can have this, or you can have this. This, or you can have this. Okay, enough said. Coming from experience, you can trust there's nothing more exhilarating or more comfortable than kicking back in a Mustang GT. Trust me, you're gonna get a lot of compliments in this car. Nobody is gonna be looking down at a Mustang GT. Janice, the only caveat is that once you get used to the GT, you're gonna wanna borrow Chris's GT 350 once in a while. Chris, just saying. Happy wife, happy life, brother. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I will see you in the next one. Have a Merry Christmas.
All I want